Priya, it's great to speak with you. I'm so sorry that we're not actually doing this in person. I know everybody's super busy, especially with you guys. I mean, congratulations on the new album coming out. And one of the reasons why I'm, of course, disappointed in not being able to see you and talk to you is because the last time we spoke was, I think it was in Calgary when you guys were nominated for a Juno Award, and congrats on that, too.
Thanks so much. Yeah, it's been a while. That was actually quite some time ago. So yeah, it would have been nice to see you, but a lot's been going on for us since then, so I'm happy to talk about it.
And that's what I want to really jump right into because, I mean, we know right off the top, great that you guys have a new album, but I'm curious though because this is your third album, you had an EP, but this is the one that you're calling Diamonds. Why is that?
It's just that time where we were kind of, we just kind of always wanted to do an album that was, you know, self-titled album. Like I always liked the name Diamonds. I like the way it looks visually and I like the way it sounds and I like the connotation it has. So we always wanted to do a song and an album called Diamonds, but we've done one of the two so far, so we're getting there.
Is this also showing more confidence in your music, how it's, you know, the origins and how it's formed and what it's become today? Because let's face it, if you remember a couple of years ago, Gene Simmons talking about rock is dead. Well, look, you guys have brought the rock, the metal, the sound, the energy, and everything has brought it up to another level. So when he says that's dead, I don't think he knows what the hell he's talking about.
I'm with you there. I mean, there's tons of rock bands out there grinding it out and doing what we do and what they do really well, and that's rock and roll and live music and connecting to people, especially in a live environment. It's, you know, it's where rock and roll still definitely lives.
So how does this album represent what you guys are doing musically? How do you think you guys have changed from, say, that when I first met you and you guys were nominated for a Juno Award to what's going on right now? Like, what was the process from the first time I'm meeting you to now that we get a chance to talk again?
Honestly, it's been quite a process in terms of, like, we started writing some of the songs back probably when I saw you at the Junos a couple of years ago, but also there were songs that we were writing right up until the point that we were like going into the studio and you know, like I was like scribbling lyrics down and still settling on them right before I sang them. So there was all types of creative processes on this album, and I think as far as we go, we're kind of known to switch up our sound a little bit as far as every album goes, and I think we did that with this one as well. There's definitely going to be some surprises. There'll be a lot of familiar, you know, like our fast, heavy, loud guitar solo sound, but there's also going to be a lot more introspective songs that'll get you thinking.
You've been through a lot too, and no, I don't want to bring up, you know, bad memories, but remember when we were talking, somebody had just passed away. Did any of that growing for you, did that affect the music in any way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, since then, like, you know, on our last album cycle, we were, I guess, celebrating the lives of some of our friends that are no longer here with us and played in Diamonds. Over the last album cycle, we lost like 3 of our friends, all played in our band, which is like definitely not a common like thing to go through, especially like, you know, at such a young age to lose our friends. It was a shock, and it definitely influenced our songwriting and whatnot. But at the same time, I think that a lot of the songs that I was writing for that record, it was kind of coming out on the other side. So, you know, we were starting to look at it with more of like a hopeful, like look at the world with a more hopeful light. And some of those songs, like some of those feelings are reflected in the new songs.
What's the first single release from the album?
So the first single that we're shooting a music video for actually this weekend is...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for our song. It's the second track on the record, and it's kind of like an anthem that we wrote for people who were, you know, feeling broken down and like beaten up by life, and just, you know, like a memory or a reminder that there's other people who are feeling, you know, the same way that you are, and you have to kind of keep going. And, you know, for a lot of, like, our people, rock and roll is what helps us keep going. So we kind of wanted to write the type of song that, you know, we heard when we were feeling down and, like, got us right back up, back into life. And I think this is like that kind of a song. It's an anthem.
Is the album also literally on vinyl too? Can people get that on vinyl?
Yeah, actually what we did on this record is that we released the album in 2 physical formats, and they're both already sold out because we did small runs. You know, we're back to our roots. We're a punk band. Like deep down inside, we all went to independent rock shows and bought shows right off, or bought merch and bought albums right off the table. And that's what we wanted to do. Like the record, like, you know, I just got rid of I have like a 1,500 record collection, and I kind of just got rid of a big bulk of my collection. And all the stuff that I kept, it's funny, it's all the small run, it's all the limited edition stuff, it's a lot of bands you've probably never heard of, because, you know, those are the things that you hold near and dear and you keep forever. And that's like the kind of release we wanted to make. Like, yeah, you can make the CDs that are like, you know, plastic case that people use as like beer coasters, as the joke goes, but like we kind of wanted to make something a little more, you know, keep it in your collection, show it to your friends.
The best thing about you guys are live shows. So what's going to happen now since the album is out? What live shows, where we're going to get a chance to see you guys? What's 2018 looking like?
Well, as of right now, like Diemonds is known to be a live band, and we've like played so many shows over the years. This time we're trying to field offers that really make a lot of sense for us. We want to grow. You know, we want to grow our audience. So we did a lot of headline tours and band tours where our core audience comes out. But right now we're doing fielding opportunities for hopefully festivals or opening slots that get us in front of a lot more people.
Looking forward to that. Look, before we go, because like I said, you've had the ups and downs and back to the ups again. And there are a lot of people, as we were saying out there too, that are having a tough time. What advice can you give them for folks who are trying to follow their dreams? You're doing it, and you're doing it really well. Some people are having a hard time in doing that. What advice can you give them, no matter what genre they're in?
It's funny that you should say that, because I pretty much had the hardest year, like, of my entire life, in terms of getting this record out. Like, I seriously feel like, I don't even know. I feel like I've come out on the other side of like this crazy year where my house flooded. I went through a breakup after 10 years. Just last week, I hurt myself so bad. I've been on crutches and a cane until like 3 days ago. So,
oh my goodness.
You know, and I basically gave up my apartment after 7 years, and I'm like living on my sister's couch. Like, it's just all perceived. Everybody's going through something all the time. But that should never get in the way of, you know, the end goal, which is materializing some sort of the thoughts in your head. Like, for me, when I was 12 years old, I was like, I want to do a band, and, you know, with what tools I had in my pocket, I've been able to put out 4 records, and it's just a testament to the fact that anyone can do it. If you can, you know, if you want it, you can have it.
Absolutely.
But you might not be Paul McCartney and sell 1 million records, but you do it for you, and you do it for the people around you who care. And that's the thing. Like, the dream, big or small, like, the realization of it is probably going to take a lot longer than you thought, and it'll probably come back to you in a way that you never perceived. Like, you'll imagine it, put it out into the universe, and it'll get spat back at you in this whole other way, and you're like, okay, that's cool, I still did it. So that's my advice, is just do it, try it, fail a few times, stumble a few times, but get it done.
There you go. Social media, where do we go to follow you guys?
So we're Diamonds with an E, so it's Diemonds, so a little bit of the classic evil misspelling thing. And I'm Priya Panda. I'm available through the Diamond social medias. You can find me. We try to interact with everyone, chat with everyone. We're here to talk rock and roll, talk about Kiss, all the things we love.
I've got big love for you and the band. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys live.
Thanks, Rudy.
Let's talk in the next couple of months too, see how things are going. But like I said, so proud of you guys. And thank you for representing Canadian music at its best.
Thanks, Rudy.
Take care. Talk soon.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.